Good afternoon, lacrosse fans, and welcome to the General Motors Center in Oshawa, Ontario. There it is behind me. We are getting ourselves prepared for doubleheader action here this afternoon. Two games, one coming up in just about half an hour's time, featuring the Durham Turf Dogs and the Brampton Inferno, if I'm not mistaken. And tonight, the Peel Avengers will take on the Oshawa Machine as well. So why don't we say we head on inside. We'll bring you this afternoon a whole bunch of behind the scenes on the Lacrosse Radio Network, see what we do over there in the booth, and we'll introduce you to some of the players behind the scenes. So come along with us, enjoy some lacrosse action this afternoon, and let's have some fun. A secret. Okay, we are inside the General Motors Center, and a little nervous because I do want to show you something. The lighting not all that great up here, but this is how we get to the press box here at the General Motors Center. That is about 80 feet. I'm going to try and bring you a little bit closer. Out over the floor. There we are. Every time we need to get to our press box, that's what we have to do. It's pretty high, pretty nerve-wracking, and I can't do it with the camera on because I don't like stuff in my hands. It undoes my balance, so we'll meet you over there. Okay, back downstairs off the catwalk. Found out as we got up there that we're not actually in the broadcast booth this afternoon. I'll see if I can figure out where we are. Maybe a little hard to see here. Warm-ups are underway for the Oshawa Machine for game number 2. Down there on the floor, and if you look way across there, there's a Millwork sign, a couple of them, a Rogers TV sign, and a sign that says Winmar, pardon me. Right under that there's a camera. That is our broadcast booth. That is home base for this afternoon. Stephen Stamp and I will be bringing the broadcast of tonight's game of the Oshawa Machine, as you just saw, and the Peel Avengers. Kind of like this seat, though. I wonder if he'll let me do it from here. I gotta get down there. We're about half an hour away from game time here, and get you set up for the Peel Avengers and the Oshawa Machine. Sitting here where I spent a lot of my minor career in the penalty bench. There's a timekeeper's booth as well. Give you from the floor look at warm-ups between the Peel Avengers and the Oshawa Machine. There's the Peel side, and over here we've got the guys in Oshawa going through their strides as well. Game time is about 9 minutes from now. I'm going to make my way back to home base and meet up with Stephen Stamp. Get ready for the radio broadcast this evening. We will talk to you then, lacrosse fans.
Number 15.
All right, we are sitting here in the booth. Stephen Stamp getting everything set up. He's right beside me. Can't see him. There he is. And just a few minutes to go before we bring you the Oshawa Machine and the Peel Avengers. There's 22 seconds here. House rules and scratches being called out. A whole ton of them for the Oshawa Machine. But tune into the Lacrosse Radio Network, as I'm sure by the time this is ready to go, you will have to hear all of that. Enjoy the game, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely, they're back down in the other zone. And the shot bounced off with Scotty Comer and back into the stands. It looks like it's going to be Oshawa ball. This is Strachey now.
And a little bounce shot right up over the mesh behind the netting behind the goal. So we're going to play Oshawa setting up.
Levick and Barry play in tight. Our Justin Pila put it behind.
The Canadian Lacrosse League came up with their rule modifications to try and really get things going, try and speed up the game, force players to go both ways, force transition. And the National Lacrosse League, not that long after, came out with their. I'm not saying they're predictors. I know the NLL was working on their rules long ahead, but they were looking at a similar thing, trying to speed up the game. It worked for a while, but to me, the NLL game is kind of going back a bit more towards the 5-on-5, the changes that they had. Whereas this league, it seems like it's just continuing to go back and forth.
Yeah, it's there's a turnover and you're gone the other way, and it's, you can't gain that however many feet. That box is 10 or 12 feet that you usually get that really shuts down that fast break, and I think that's where you're getting. I mean, the scores are nice, they're nice and high, and we're getting scores of the NLL gets with they have a net that's 3 inches bigger than ours. So definitely had the desired effect. I think that's what they were looking for.
Rise trying to pick the ball up out of the crease, trying to drag it out to himself. Called down by Bill Fox. Peel brings it back up the other way.
And here's Sean Thompson now. Thompson will give it to Jamie Kirk. Kirk gets it back up top to Campbell. Campbell on the far side. He gets a return pass. Deeks around his man. Got it in on Robertson. Robertson is down. And oh my goodness, with Kim Squire on the doorstep. Robertson threw the stick in front of that, and that gets the crowd excited here. What a save.
But again, a back and forth game. It's 10-all. We'll come out for the third quarter. There will be 14 seconds left in Oshawa's penalty, and then they will go up 5-on-3. Right now they're up 4-on-3. They'll go up with a 5-on-3 edge. And, that's a big chance in a game that is so close. A goal or two, if they can get it on those power plays, make a huge difference.
Absolutely. Like we said, it was the last game that, the special teams play definitely came in and had a big role there. I don't remember the exact count of Durham Turf Dogs goals they had on the power play. I think it was about 4 or 5. They had a few shorthanded as well. And you can't be getting into penalty trouble. We'll see it here in a few minutes for Peel. 14 seconds, actually. Like you said, they'll be down 2 men. And with the score tied as it is, with so much on the line in terms of standings, in terms of playoff positioning, that's not an advantage that you want to give somebody who you're battling for in the standings.
Go ahead.
Final score of the second game, the Oshawa Machine 18, the Peel Avengers 13. We watched the Durham Turf Dogs win as well. Two-way tie atop the standings. And Stephen, what did you think of today's action?
It's a great game, 2 great games. I mean, very exciting, both close throughout, a lot of back and forth action. The pace of play is furious. It's a lot of fun. I just love coming to these games.
Absolutely, and to echo your sentiments, some great action on the floor. I mean, we've seen a little bit of everything this afternoon. Some rough stuff. We've seen some pretty goals. We've seen some big saves. We've seen it go back and forth. Number of things. Real quiet down there on the floor now as everything's pretty much wrapped up for the evening. We're going to head down to the locker rooms, get some interviews. You can check our work. Stephen Stamp, host of Boxel Beat from the Montreal Pub in Peterborough.
Montreal House Pub?
Montreal House Pub, pardon me, on Tuesday evenings.
Yes, 7 o'clock.
Okay, I was going to...
And every other Friday, remember the Raiders in memory of the Ontario Raiders, the one-season phenomenon before they became the Toronto Rock, hosted by yourself and Sarah Jean Marr.
Absolutely, thank you very much. And, of course, ILindoor.com is where Stephen Stamp hangs out most of the time, and inlaxwetrust.com is where you can find more of my work. Great day here from the General Motors Center in Oshawa. Great to have you guys along, bring you a little bit behind the scenes of a little bit of what we do here on the Lacrosse Radio Network.
If you're anywhere near us, come and check out a CLax game. It's a blast. You will love the lacrosse.
Absolutely. Have a great night, folks. Hope you enjoyed a little bit behind the scenes of a Lacrosse Radio Network Canadian Lacrosse League broadcast. Good night for now.